got some baby Aquaphor because I think he scratched himself on his face, on his chin. And it might be because his nails are too long. So I got this off of Amazon. Looks like this. Also, what a weird way to start the vlog. Happy Vlogmas. Hey guys. Okay, I'm getting Theo ready to go to grandma's, but I need to pack up his diaper bag. So I got diapers. He's a size 3. Some Kirkland wipes. A onesie just in case he poops. We've got some toys in his diaper bag. Also got this off of Amazon. I feel like every other mother has this diaper bag. It's a gray backpack. It's hilarious. Just in case. Did you poop?
Yeah, just now.
No, I'm talking to Theo.
You put a little boy in your mama?
All right. Ooh. These are my favorite tortillas. Good morning, friends. I'm so happy you got to see a little tidbit of my morning routine with baby boy. Yeah, so let me eat breakfast while I talk because this looks really good and I'm hungry. Oh, my Lanta. Wow. Okay. Oh, ah! Can you focus? Let's see how it tastes. Oh, good. Should have brought a napkin. Okay, so for today's video, I was thinking about doing like talking about postpartum, getting healthy and stuff like that. Let me catch back in with you guys after I eat this because it's getting messy. All right, I am done eating breakfast now, and I have actually written down a ton of points here about getting healthy postpartum, losing the baby weight, all that stuff. So I'm gonna get right into it, and this is gonna be the main bulk of today's video. Now, whether you're postpartum or, I mean, you don't even have to be postpartum for this video. I think it can really relate to anyone who's desiring to get healthy, and yeah, I hope that this video can be inspiration and encouragement to you. Now, we did talk about body image in one of our previous videos, so I'm not going to get as much into body image in this video. I'll have that linked in the description if you want to see that. So during my pregnancy, I gained around 30 to 40 pounds. I'm not exactly sure the exact number, but I know like a healthy weight range for pregnancy for gaining weight is around 25 to 30 pounds, they say. So, I mean, I feel like I was a little bit over that in the health-wise spectrum of that. I ate averagely healthy during my pregnancy, but definitely could have eaten healthier. I feel like I had a mindset where I was like, okay, I knew I wanted to eat healthy for my baby. But then there were times where I also had the mindset of like, oh, I'm pregnant, I can eat what I want, because it kind of was that feeling of like, my body's already big and I'm supposed to be big during this time. So like, who cares? I can eat what I want, which is not a good mentality to have. And I think I had that sometimes. I'm glad I didn't have that all the time. I had it sometimes. Like there were certain days or certain activities where I was like, I can eat what I want. So next pregnancy, Lord willing, I am hoping that I will have a better balance with that and mainly eating nutritious whole foods. And of course, treating myself sometimes. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Also, next time, what I would do differently for my pregnancy would definitely be doing more weighted workouts, whether that's body weight workouts like lunges and squats, or things with weights like bar workouts and dumbbell workouts. During my pregnancy, I really prioritized walking and stretching, which I will totally do that again during my next pregnancy. I will totally go walking and, okay, sorry, my husband called, getting back into it. One thing I really want to do again is prioritizing walking and stretching. I think that's incredible, but I've gotten back into CrossFit, and that would be something I would want to continue in my pregnancy. Obviously not to the, level that I do when I'm not pregnant, but I still want to continue that. So after giving birth, I talked about in the other video about body image, just how much your body changes. And it's weird because like during pregnancy, you're expected to be bigger, like you're growing a human, like it's just normal, you have a big belly. But then finally postpartum, you birth that baby out and like no longer can you like hide behind that belly because you don't have that belly. And so then it feels just like, oh my gosh, you look in the mirror and you're like, who is this girl? Who is this woman? Like, you're a new mother, you have a new identity, and then not to mention your body looks completely different, and that was really hard. And going in for my 6-week postpartum checkup, they weighed me, and I actually had not weighed myself at all up until this point, which I think was very healthy for me, because that's not what the beginning of your motherhood journey should be, in my opinion. It shouldn't be about losing weight. It shouldn't be about what your body looks like. It's about nurturing your child and breastfeeding and pouring your love into your baby. It's not about your body and what your body looks like. Like, your baby wants a comfy, cozy mommy to come snuggle into. Like, your baby doesn't care what you look like. Your baby doesn't care if you have postpartum weight. Like, that's not what matters at this time. And so I had not weighed myself. And then I went in for my checkup, and I was 20 pounds heavier than my pre-pregnancy weight. And so part of me, of course, was like, okay, give yourself grace. You just had a baby. You have not been prioritizing losing any weight, so it's okay. But then another part of me was like, wow, I'm 20 pounds heavier than my original weight. Like, I actually had never been this heavy in my life besides, pregnancy and stuff. And so that was like hard. It definitely was a hard pill to swallow. And I knew for sure that I just did not feel comfortable in my body. None of my clothes fit me, and of course that's okay. I knew that was okay. Like, it was weird because my pregnancy clothes were not fitting, and then my pre-pregnancy clothes were not fitting. And so I definitely was not a person that just went right back to my pre-pregnancy weight. A lot of my friends here where I live who have had babies, at least from what it looks like to me, like went back to their pre-pregnancy weight like really fast and are just kind of the stick skinny type. And so that was like hard to see. I felt very proud of my body for like housing a baby for now 9 months, for nourishing life in my body, then for birthing it out, because that's one of the most hard things a woman will go through. And then of course the breastfeeding journey. I was so proud of my body, and I thought it was such a beautiful thing, and I was so thankful for all of the miracles God did through my body. But at the same time, it was this tension because I looked in the mirror and wondered, who was this girl, right? Like, I was so proud of my body, and I was so proud of the stretch marks, and I was so proud of my breasts for feeding my baby. But at the same time, I looked in the mirror and I was like, this is not the body that I've always known. For me, the hardest part to now accept about my body was for sure my stomach. That has also always been an insecurity for me, but then becoming pregnant, giving birth, and then afterwards, my stomach felt so flabby and so loose and just bigger than it was before. And then of course I had a lot of stretch marks. And so, yeah, I just felt super insecure about that. So, let's see. During the first 6 weeks, actually after giving birth, I did focus on eating healthy and nutritious for the sake of breastfeeding. And I didn't cut out any foods. I didn't lower any calories, because I knew that with breastfeeding, they really emphasize, do not cut calories. Like, this is your time to nourish your body. And they actually say every day you breastfeed, you burn up to 600 calories. And so you really need to be eating extra food. So I made sure I didn't cut out any foods. But around 2 months postpartum, I started to research the question of, can I focus on losing the baby weight while breastfeeding? Because a big thing for me was, I do not want to lose my milk supply. Like, that is the last thing I want, is to lose my milk supply, because I'm so focused on getting back to my pre-pregnancy weight. Like, I just thought those two things contradicted themselves so much. Like, I wanted my baby's health to be the focus and to be the priority. And so it was so hard for me, because I'm like, I want to lose this baby weight and feel like myself again, but I also want to make sure I don't lose my milk supply. So that caused a lot of stress. And ultimately what I found when researching was, you can eat healthy and lose your baby weight while breastfeeding. Now, everybody's body is different, but I started to just really focus my diet on nutrition, foods that were nutritional, fruits, veggies, beans, high protein, meats that weren't as fatty, such as chicken and turkey, although sometimes, occasionally, we ate ground beef and stuff. Just nuts and seeds, prioritizing whole foods, and drinking a lot of water. And I just decided to not snack as much and to eat a little bit less at my meals. Now, you guys, I was not cutting calories at all by any means. I mainly was focusing on nutrition. And I started there, and things started to change. Mostly mentally, I started feeling a lot better. I just felt clearer. I felt better. I felt better for nourishing my baby. And then on top of that, I started going to CrossFit. And when I first started going back to working out, it was very minimal. It was like once, maybe twice a week. I was still very tired. And so all I was doing was moving my body. I had no expectations. And then from there, I gradually started, when I felt like my body, everything was listening to my body. When I felt like my body was telling me I could do more, I did more. I did more weight. I did more cardio. I did more of those things. Never with the pressure of you have to lose weight, and never with the pressure of you have to be at a certain point. Literally, going to the gym was just for my mental health, and of course also for my physical health. And it helped so much, and it helped me get out of the house. It helped me work out. It helped me mentally. It helped me physically. And I love that I could bring my baby with and do this as an activity with my husband. And I'm so thankful for him for encouraging me through all that. So yeah, I wanted to be the healthiest version of myself, not only for myself, but for my husband and for my baby. And I noticed that the healthier I ate, the better my baby felt. And the less healthy I ate, the worse my baby felt constipation wise and for his digestive tract, because directly the foods I am eating are affecting my baby, which is so crazy. Yeah, I think everyone has an extremely different journey postpartum, and with even just their bodies, with what foods work best for them, with what types of foods they're eating, with what types of exercise they're doing. So I am not by any means asking you to compare your journey to mine. That is not what I want. What I want to do is encourage you to prioritize your body, prioritize sleep, prioritize eating healthy, prioritize exercise, drinking water, making sure your stress levels are lower, and then letting your body just speak to you and do what your body does, and listening to your body. If your body needs more rest, rest. If your body needs to get out and get into nature and go on a speed walk, do that, right? So I really want to emphasize just taking care of your body. It affects not only you, but your family and those around you. So up to this point, I've been able to lose the baby weight, and I'm back to the weight I was before becoming pregnant, which is so encouraging, and it's been a lot of hard work. I didn't even mention that for 1 month, me and my husband did a sugar fast just to cut out sugar, and of course we still ate fruits and natural sugars and stuff, and I still treated myself to dark chocolate, and still occasionally we celebrated with a few sugary snacks. But that was really, I feel like during that month I saw a lot of changes in my body and in my mental health, and it was really, really encouraging and just great to break off the chains of sugar. My camera's about to die, so I better close out this video. Yeah, so I've lost that original 20 pounds of weight since, well, I mean, I guess over 30 pounds since having the baby. And I feel so much better. I feel so much more like myself. And I also have to just put up guardrails about making sure this is for being healthy and not for a certain body image ideal. And so I always have to confront myself with that. I talked about that in the body image video. I don't want to do this to be skinny, because I think skinniness can be a big idol for me. And so I constantly have to check my heart with that. And that's been something that I've had to do throughout this process, and that I keep asking the Lord to convict me about if that is where my heart is going. But I also think that even, it's not about getting skinny, but it's about valuing health and valuing just feeling good in my body. And I'm glad I've been able to get to that goal, and I believe that anyone can get to that goal. And it just takes time. Everybody's story is different. Everyone has a different journey, and you have to walk that with the Lord and surrender to His plan for your life. And so yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna say in today's video. I hope it was encouraging. If anything, I don't want this to be a showy, show-off type video at all. I want it to be something that encourages you and lifts you up. So yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna share today. I hope you guys enjoyed the mini morning routine and me opening up about my postpartum journey. Being a new mommy is hard, and your weight and your body and the way you look is a big part of that puzzle. And so I'm glad to be able to talk into that a little bit today. I love you so much, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!